Welcome to the channel, Mac Dactyl Built. Start by saying I thanks and I appreciate every single one of you that has subscribed, like, and comment. Alright boys, so early today, look like it's gonna rain. I don't have much to do at all. Lot is empty. So we move on to today's work. Alright, as y'all know, I have this space here with the cigarette wood storage for a minute. I cleaned it up, made it a bay where I could work. Now, story short, I reinforced it yesterday, made my framing stronger. Also extended it. I decided to make this full cover. That way I don't have any water or anything like that. Also, I'm ready for the winter. In the future, I'm gonna throw some paneling like I did in that side, so it's sturdy. And I don't have to worry about the snow. Because some of my OGs, y'all know that the snow, when it gets built up, there's a pain in the butt to clean. But I take care of it. And those are the plans. You know, if I start prepping now before winter come, I'll be ready. With this new addition, it won't get wet, I won't get snow. I'll be able to work in here fully. This is strong as it could get. Like it's reinforced last year at the end of the winter. I don't know if you remember. It kind of collapsed on one side, so I didn't want that going on this year. So we're pretty much good money. So I figured I extended it. I did that yesterday off camera. Got the frame. I landed this quick job for a friend. So right out of it, you know, I used some of the gaining stones my weight. Got them to get me a new tarp that I'm gonna put with you guys along, just in a little time lapse. But also I bought this today for my neighbor. You know, he hooked me up. $100, man, you can't beat it. I'll show you guys my toolbox. When I moved here, I sold them. I had like 5 of those, pretty wide, but I didn't have the space in the basement. I ended up getting rid of them. And this is my mess. I was having my tools, you know, like scattered in small toolboxes. I got tired of it. Told my neighbor that he offered me that one. So I ended up getting it for him. And I'll be able to organize everything. So this is pretty much all my sockets. Got sockets of all sorts and sites. We got like the ones for the pulley. We got for the axles, you know, you name it. I got my wrenches, which is not all of them. I got my ratchets, but that's the cherry on top. He blessed me with everything in it. I got tons of tools, you know, they're in good condition. Name brand like Craftsman and all. A lot of ratchets. More sockets, little stuff that I gotta go over. More sockets, definitely. More wrenches that I ever had. Definitely got more sockets. We got some extra goodies. Some goodies there. Like I said, I gotta go over the stuff that's in here as I sort it out. But the main goal was to get all my tools here. That's why I ended up cleaning the area. Before it was like full of garbage and stuff, and I made it a working closet for me. So this is getting all covered up. The idea was to put this here, but it was worthless because I was gonna have like 2-3 toolbox and bending over pause on that part. You know, just was not gonna work. So I'm getting rid of this. That's gonna go here pretty much, so I don't have to go in the basement in and out all times like I used to. But before I get to touching the toolbox, which looked like a nightmare, I gotta pretty much add that to what in here, but I have to sort it what I don't want from there, so that's gonna be later on. So we're gonna move on to simply put this tarp before it start raining, and so we have the full look of the garage cover. Can't wait. Got screws, got both batteries on my the wall drill charge, got the tarp. I'm ready. So first I'm gonna measure the length pretty much, which is about roughly 8 by 16. So I gotta cut off the extra, so the extra end up putting like a strip here and then put it wider. Yeah, see. So hang on and carry on, and just hang on with me for a minute. Let's get it. All right, so the moment this is 8ish by 16, that width all the way long is not going to waste. That strip I'm gonna use for right here. So I'm gonna just save you guys over there in a little time lapse from far how I can while I climb over here, start setting that section so it's nice and uniform. This will be protected and covered. I don't have to worry about getting wet or everything, it'll be nice and smooth. It'll be a nice addition because I'll be having that toolbox over here with all my tools. Now that I'm doing more mechanic, and there's gonna be more mechanic in the channel, both for builds. So yeah, it's time to get serious and set up for the future. If you don't set up, how can you put in the work? So I'm trying to put more work, but I'm also setting up for the future, and part of it includes these additions, making it wider and bigger. Because now anytime I can move the CRX, take that beam out, it's 2 holes up strong. I could now the plan to paint cars in the future here, whether it's for the channel or for myself, but make this a full size functional bay. This is pretty big, pretty much a 2-car garage bay to work on. So this is gonna be sick, man. Before I was using a little bit of it, which it was a small potential. Now we're using the full potential of it, and I don't have to worry about using outside. Look nice and clean, and I have the public eye. So yeah, like I said, this is already nice and framed. Did it yesterday. Was waiting on the tarp, so no further waiting. Let's start tarping the new roof addition. Let's get it. All right, boys, we got this section on. This is all I need, little protection for when it rains. Eventually I'll put a light here. My toolbox is gonna be here. This is not gonna be here. That was what I was gonna use, but now we got the toolbox, so that's what going there. Perfect. Being comfortable is everything. Because sometimes I'm doing a little mechanic job for myself, maybe somebody else quick. This persistence, doing a little quick body work. I don't want to be in and out in the freaking basement. If I have everything here accessible, is way better now that I'm working here and make more sense. Also, when I'm working in the Wolverine, I have tools more accessible. It helps out big time. So yeah, with this section on in place, not gonna go anywhere. If it pours sometimes, I know it's gonna leak probably through this corner a little bit down here, which is expected, but I'm cool with that. As long as it rolls down and not straight into the stuff I have, it's alright. Some parts of the garage I can climb on it because it's soft, so I don't want to mess that up and just to trying to put a screw. So that's as best it's gonna get. Pretty tight up in place, so pretty confident that it's gonna work. It's gonna hold up the rain as much as possible. So without further waiting, I want to start putting this section on before the rain hits, so I'm nice and covered. I got a lot of work to do here. Besides, after I finish with my tools somewhat organized, I'll put them over there for the time being. Today I have to work in the car off camera today to kind of compensate, make $1 in a dream, they say. But with this new addition, I'm confident, boys. So I'm gonna put you guys in a little time lapse and do this section as well. Right, boys, that's the best I could, pretty much cover everything. Is bolt into the sides at an angle for the water to roll down. Before the snow comes, I have to put like plywood in there so it doesn't just cave in, kind of like I did over here. But for now, with the water, it's gonna work. It's gonna keep it dry, and I'll be able to work over here until I revenue a couple dollars more and get a few more paneling. But eventually this whole section, it'll be either in plywood or out of the sheet metal that you use for the car parts. So that way we have this whole section covered. We don't have to worry about it. But it's a start. We got a roof, and it's almost all tied up. I'll show you from the inside. So that's how we looking over here. Kind of overlap to this way, so when I go in here, it doesn't get rained on. I still got to adjust it a little bit more to the side, push. But this is what looking like. If I wanted to, I could just pull it down and try to stretch it here. I may do that because I don't need to cover all the way this way. If this is cover over here, it's pretty much good. So this might be a little too much, but I'll decide now as I start going. Like I said, I may just tie it up to the tarp and self closer, but that's how I was looking. Choke wise, shoulder wise. You guys tell me. Warm already. Mad warm in here already. Like this is an area that I used to get a lot of water back then. So now this is gonna prevent it from getting wet as much as it used to be. Because this side usually stays pretty dry. So does that side since I put the new tarp over. So with this addition now, I should have this whole bay at all times dry pretty much, and ready with my tools. So I'm gonna continue to do that corner so we could tie it up as far as this tarp and carry on. All right, check it. Pretty much finished. I pulled it so it's stretched, enough so the water could roll down. I end up trimming it over here because, to be honest, I don't need it all the way over here. It makes it easy over here, the access, so when it's snow time I can climb here and simply clean it like I do with a ladder. Have a little access with my standard shovel cleaner. But that's how we're looking. At least the water's gonna roll and go down. This is pretty fastened up to the side of the wall, so if it leaks, it's gonna be like small drips to the window rail, which is not needed in that side. I need like this section from there dry. That's how we got it. What I did, the overlaps on this, I put screws, so if water was to like come over this way or whatever, it just pretty much stays within and go down or not come this way. But pretty fast turn up. I gotta get some lighting going on, get my tools organized, get rid of that. Next time you guys see, I'm gonna have my tools already in place. But yeah, not bad for one day, worth the work. Well, the framing 2 days, because I did that the other day before I got the plastic, had it all set up, re-strength the strength on the garage itself so it wouldn't collapse. Like I could literally hang on this, there's no flexibility, it's not coming down. Before we just come down. So yeah, looking good. Literally have all that space within now. Before that was going to waste, now we're gonna use it to work in cars in here. Pretty dope. Not mentioning we got the Wolverine behind there. So just to think, 2.5 years when we came here, I didn't have this, I didn't have the carport, I didn't have anything. Just put in plastic with ropes and stuff. You guys, some of you guys remember all the struggles that I went. So feels pretty good to have the space. Oh, I've done a lot of work over here, boys. We made the parking wider. You guys remember it used to be one parking spot only. I end up making this wider. We moved the fence. Now we got more space over here to put another car. We got the RX-7 over there chilling. We got all that space over there to put cars in the future storage wise, because to work on them on here if I want to. But now we got that space inside here that was going to waste for the longest time since I moved here. Now I'm doing the work inside there. So it pays up. They have this toolbox over here ready. I gotta get them organized. These are all my sockets, different size. These are like all my ratchets. Those are like miscellaneous stuff that's gonna go separate. And then we come over here. We got all craftsman tools, more ratchets. Of couple torque bars, extensions, more Craftsman. Literally all Craftsman, boys. So once I get this organized, it's gonna be dope. We got more wrenches, more wrenches, pretty dope. More sockets, extra screws and nuts, parts that I could use, say that someplace else, but not too bad. Got a lot of goodies, hammers, shiner locks, bike grips, adjustable wrenches. Told me this is not worth $100. Just the toolbox by itself worth it. The tools is a plus. I had stuff now for days on top of my tools. So being that we car people here, why not? Couple stuff again that gotta go off camera, go over it, what I don't need in this toolbox for sale, so I could have the space. I even got a new grinder, couple extra wrenches, for like truck size. We got everything that I wanted. Dope. Stay tuned to see how everything turned out. One setup, everything should be good money. We got a new tool shop accessible to work here at all times, so that when I work in the woodburning, when they car here, we're gonna be way better. And for body work, we got the space, boys, because I'm setting up for the CRX. Hopefully soon in the future when we start, I'll take out that beam like I said, because it's not gonna bother me. It's only a support. I could put the CRX in the middle, work all around, start spraying smooth. So this is gonna be a big come up, because before I only have about maybe 9-10 feet to work all around. Now we're gonna have this whole bay from the elements, protected from rain, sun, and soon the snow. For now, we're working one day at a time. I want to show you guys some of the progress in the channel, but you know, if I don't set up for the work to come, it's not gonna get done. Me comfortable, set the way I want, is gonna secure my work and work that I do for people. Not gonna be comfortable at all times. And being that I wanna start doing more mechanic stuff in the future, this is the perfect time to have this setup. So stay tuned to see how I sort out my toolbox, which it looked like a mess. It's just how much tools I have. Like this is just wrenches, all wrenches there, and I thought I have a lot. Just seen how many more I got. These are all sockets, all size, all different, standard metric, you know, special sockets, deep sockets, short sockets, impact sockets. Now I'm gonna have more with everything, so can't wait to sort it out and how everything's set up. But for now, I'll show you guys the setup. That's what I wanted to show you. Pretty cool. Over here as well, we're working. Yeah, the space is pretty much all around comfortable. Check out with the storage on my other garage part where I work on the woodburning. We got a new plastic on top so these don't get wet. I got these small lights. They're small, but at the LED they light up pretty bright compared to the one that I had before. So when I do mechanic and whatever stuff I have here, we're gonna be good money anytime now, especially late blocks. But yeah, everything is comfortable the way I need it. Trying to get my tools, everything here that I could work at all times. No excuses. Got to get a little more organized here, but the space wise and everything is set up correct. I'm gonna have a new space for tools available at all times here. More space on the base. What more can I ask for? We got more tools. Yeah, that's the way I like it. All right, boys, end up cleaning the tool bag, sorting it out. This whole bucket is full of screwdrivers, filers, tools to like work on wood, you name it, a whole bunch of stuff that I do not need. I combine most of my tools with his tools in there, show you what it look like. So as you guys seen, I went over the pile big time, and the tools that I needed from here over there, tools that I needed from there, they're already inside the toolbox. These are in my sets, you know, complete sets that I have from like hardwood freight that are colorful, that like I didn't put back, so I have to put those back, set them apart, which is nothing. That's gonna get someplace else because it's like river guns and stuff that I don't need right at the moment in my toolbox, clamps and little stuff that we could put in maybe another smaller box. This wanna be straight up mechanic tool. But all right, so I'm gonna show you guys now. It's empty, cleaned up. This board that I had here didn't need it, so just need like a quick wipe down and good. I have this drawer empty finally. This is gonna be like a drawer for flatheads, Phillips. A drawer maybe for like pencils, important stuff. This one I got like little self taps, fuses, tapes, ground connectors, which are important for electrical. We got some nut, pause, and we're gonna have some screws. This is like an emergency drawer. This one I have like these mirrors to look underneath the car, the engine, the socket magnets. Got a little tap and die repair kit. We got these cortafrios. I don't know what they call them in English, but they good like to remove things. Tire locks, H gauge, air gauge, more magnets for sockets, grinder wrench. So that's perfect for that. Show you that one drawer. These two are empty. Now here I have it, my channel locks, regular pliers, cutting vice grips, little twitch pliers if you want to call them, pressure pliers, adjustable wrenches. Like, this is the way I wanted it. Everything set up so it makes it easy. This is a toolbox worthy now of building a 10-second car if we wanted to. I don't have to ask anybody for tools. So this is all set up. Wrenches, channel locks, pliers, cutters, pressure pliers. So this drawer is set. Now this drawer, I have my ratchet extensions, different sizes. I got these things, these swirls, call them bojachitos. These things, they go for the drills to connect on different sides to like quick remove them. We got your small adapters, you know, more swivels, all size. I got my ratchets here set up now, combined with mine and his, you know, all together. I made sure I got rid of all my crappy ones that were not working. So this is more accessible when I need it to working cars. I'll be able to find it now compared to before. I made this socket combined with mine and his, so the sockets that I had. I got your air sockets over here, the iron strong steel, the black material, you know, the strongest for impact sockets. We got a lot of mixture of small sockets here, whether they star, regular ones. Then I have another black socket of stars that I got separate here, so I know when I need them. Like, everything's got its function. And we got your big sockets, fat ones, small ones, spars, long sockets. I got them all separate, so when I need it, I know where everything's at. You know, I got a section of the air impact, the chrome ones for regular stuff, the small ones for like heavy duty things we do, the star ones for we really in a spot when we got to get something out. So this drawer is set, and this is the way it should look like. Now in this drawer again, between mine and his, I combine most of the wrenches, big sizes to small sizes. Same over here, smaller to like adjustable wrenches or quick wrenches if you want to call them. The ones that just pretty much tied to the side, like these. Got a few of those. Yeah. And I got these ones over here. These are money for when you're in a tight spot. So I got everything classified. I know where everything is at now, what kind of tools. And for a long time I wanted these kind of wrenches because I'm tired of Allen keys, the small ones. These are the official joints. And I have a whole kit of them now. So that's pretty dope. Then this last drawer, I have all my socket kits. These are the ones that it came in the box. They were completed. I love sockets that completed because if I need an emergency, I take the whole complete kit. Don't have to worry about it. Got a bunch of them, different sizes. So again, these are my complete sets. These, I got some of them sockets, they gotta go back over here in this colorful socket, so I got everything separated, but everything that could follow when I need it. And last and least, I got this last drawer. Piano, you know, these are good for like taking apart transmissions. Sometimes when you take them out, they're a pain in the butt. You take them out, you know, you need the pry wire to like make force on the alternator belt and stuff like that. You know, the pry wires, they come pretty handy. I didn't have them, now I got 3 of them. I got this quick release wrench sort of. Used to have this in my job, lost them. Now I got the heavy duty one. Got a Craftsman breaker bar. I had these other torque wrench. I had this torque wrench of mine. This is alright. I did the black EK Civic with it, and now we got this new pitboard one. So yeah, with this I'm good. Setup is perfect. So I'm gonna simply roll this over there. I'm tired, been working on this all day, been mad dark, you know, between fixing the roof, organizing the tools. But that was the whole thing in here, to have the tools at the end of the day, which it came extra as a bonus today because I wasn't planning on having the toolbox, but I do now. Now it's gonna go perfect there. We got rid of the shelf, so now as you guys see it, I'll be able to put that there, and that's a big plus. We got an area with all the tools that we need. Let me tell you, when I told you I had to struggle, I had to struggle. That's the second time today I have to move that toolbox. My neighbor hooked me up and sold me right down there. So I brought it from all the way down this hill, all the way up, with the help of the owner of that car. And we put it over here. Now with my tools and everything, I'll say it's at least 425 weight-wise. I had to put a little fixing in the bottom, you know, so it wouldn't move. The floor is not really level back here. This is best it's gonna get. It's not gonna go anywhere. So that's perfect. That's what I wanted, to have everything on one spot, and that's beautiful. I got all the tools that I need and more on one spot. Don't not have to go to the basement no longer. I got them at a spot over here where I could use them all times, nice and safe. That toolbox is priceless to me, boys. Definitely got more than what I asked for $100. The toolbox alone, Sahusky, it was worth the $100 all day. All the Craftsman tools was a blessing. Now y'all see everything that I have it organized. That's the way that I need it, and pretty dope.